Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on, man? Welcome to Viewers Anonymous, man. I'm Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. I think we go around with that, bro. Yeah, we tried out a new intro, man. Because I'm trying to stop saying already home podcast on the intro. So listen, man, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a great episode. This episode is it's about them flowers. But before we get to that, man, how are you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm stressed, man. I am so stressed going through all this shit. Oh, and this is something I forgot to tell you, right? And I had spoke to somebody about this, and they was like, yo, you do know that shit could be, brought up on stress. Mm-hmm. So remember I told you it's been about 2 years ago, I ended up getting vertigo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That whole, equilibrium, unbalanced thing with your ears and shit. So it's something that never goes away. It's something to stay with you for life, but it's not an everyday thing, but sometimes it can pop up on you where you can feel kind of woozy, you can feel kind of dizzy. So when shit didn't go the way it was supposed to go Friday, so I'm all stressed out, pissed off on Saturday, right? So, I do my regular routine, man. I go in there, I go brush my teeth, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm brushing my teeth, and then I go to spit and I go to rinse. And when I go to rinse, I hear this like this loud pop, right?
Yeah.
And so I look up and I look at my old lady like, did you hear that? And she didn't look. So I'm like, that was my fucking ear. Like my ear just popped. And during the night, like I could feel like that spinning like it was coming. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not enough to make me throw up like when I first found out about it, but like you get like these, it's hard to explain, man. It's like a dizziness, and it's like a sense of like you can about feel like the room is spinning. Like it's not necessarily spinning, but it's like, yo, if you keep laying in this position, the room is gonna start spinning. Right. And it's like, and I spoke to somebody about it, and it was like, yeah, man, it was like, if you stressed out, that's something that could bring, light to your vertigo. And like, dude, like I've been feeling a little dizzy for the past couple of days, man. Like these people is like literally driving me up the wall with the stuff that I'm dealing with. But other than that, man, if you look at the bright side of things, man, when you look at like the glass half full instead of half empty, it's something, nice and on the horizon. You know what I mean? So you have to look at it in that sense of like, yo, something that's on the horizon is a blessing. So you have to look at it that way and be like, yo, I got, some good things that's about to happen. So other than that, man, life is great, but dealing with this one thing, it's a little stressful. But anyway, I went on a whole rant, but how you feeling though, man?
Man, I am feeling good, feeling great, man. You know what I'm saying? The OnlyFans thing is starting to pop off right now. And, just trying to get all that together, man. Dealing with, these people and trying to help them promo and, well, not trying to help them promo, but actually doing promo for them. So, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of different stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a whole bunch of different people and getting to know people and figuring out how some of this stuff works. You know what I'm saying? So just having fun with it, man. All in all, can't complain.
That's what's up, man. I feel you, man. And but even in the midst of all of this, man, dropping this material for the people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, we working hard. Schedule's been getting thrown off, and that's been, that's been on S. y'all. So, be patient with us. We're gonna get back on schedule. And
well, I mean, that's that's just something that at the end of the day, man, some people just gotta accept it for what it is. People gotta understand too, like we got lives outside of this. And so, with everything that's going on, like, You got a house coming up, man. You got some dope shit coming up. So we trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you able to do everything that you have to do outside of this. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you do get time to do it, you still got time to do it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, man. So it's been a grueling process, but still here to hit y'all with these episodes, man.
For
Hit y'all with these
sure.
episodes. So
For sure.
but yo, we got a very interesting character today, man. It's and then dude, you said, what did you say? I think her name is Carolyn. I think you said
I said Catherine.
You said Catherine.
Yeah.
But like, man, we like this person
is Carolyn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And but this person, yo, like to have, and I said in the coming soon, one of the most unorthodox careers. And the person that we speak about, let me get this out of the way. But I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all saw the name, but we're doing Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes, sir.
And the one of the most interesting things about her is just the fact of like when you think about the time that she came about, you know, coming about in the 70s and the 80s, for her not to be like a sexualized woman, like, you know, like when you speaking about her, like people wouldn't say like she's the most beautiful woman in the world. She don't dress sexy. She don't wear like makeup. Like, you know, she wore dreadlocks through most of her career. And it's like, she wears baggy clothes. And it's just like, she got to where she was because she was so damn talented. And sometimes the talent takes over. And she's one of those people who was so talented. She beat all the odds of, especially when you're talking about a black woman, she defeated all the odds because her talent, you know what I'm saying, came supreme. You know what I mean? So I just think that was one thing that's really, really great about her, is the fact that she was so damn talented to where she could not be denied. And that's what I think the biggest thing for me, that I realized and recognized about Whoopi Goldberg.
For sure. For me, man, I recognize Whoopi Goldberg's comedy. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the thing that always stood out about her. To me, I remember, you know what I'm saying, like she used to do stand up. People forget that. Like, people forget that she used to be a stand up comedian. People forget that, you know what I'm saying, she was a comedic actor. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, not only that, you just forget the type of you forget the type of range that she has. You forget that you know, she can do drama, she can do comedy, she can do, you know, a little bit of action. She can kind of do it all, man. I mean, as you know what I'm saying, as it shows with, you know what I'm saying, her having the EGOT, which not many people have. You know, her doing that just, you know, it's impressive. It's super impressive. And I'm just, for me, man, it's always been the comedy though. You know, you always want to go back to that one moment that you seen somebody and was like, yo, this motherfucker is hilarious. Like, for me, it was what's the movie when she was the head coach of the Knicks? Is it Eddie?
Eddie?
Yeah, it was Eddie. Watching that, and I was like, oh snap, like this is actually funny. And you know, she did her thing, man, and you know, to know that she has, you know, that type of talent to be able to, you know, go from the stage doing stand-up to the stage doing Broadway to, you know what I'm saying, the silver screen doing movies, then to come back down to you know, come back down to television and, you know, end up being like the the centerpiece of, you know what I'm saying, one of the most famous talk shows ever in The View. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just shows you just how dope she really is.
Yeah, and very versatile. Like you mentioned, you know, I didn't. With you being a comedy person, it doesn't surprise me that be the first thing that you think of when you think of Whoopi
Oh,
Goldberg.
yeah, for sure.
You know, the first time I came about, I mean, it's one of the it's one of the black gospels, man. It's kind of like you ain't seen The Color Purple. Like, it's like, what's wrong with
Oh
you?
yeah,
Like,
for
you know,
sure.
like, I mean, so obviously that was the first time I ever saw her, and it was so crazy because this was a fact that I knew, but I'm pretty sure you heard that episode where Rory and Damaris had no idea that Steven Spielberg did The Color Purple.
Mm-hmm.
And like the crazy thing for that to be her first movie and to put on the performance that she did, but not only that, like I was watching the interview and she kind of went up to Steven and she was like, "Yo, like that part you want me to do, I can't do that part." She was like, "I want to be part of the movie," but she's like, "I just feel that I will mess this up." So she was like, "You know, I'll play another character."
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the character that she named, but she named another character. He was like, "No, like first of all, he was like, I'm a director. Let me worry about that. Then this is your first movie, like." And he was just like, they talked to Steven Spielberg as well. And he was like, "Yo, there was nobody else alive that could have played that role other than Whoopi Goldberg. Like, it was something that he saw in her, from the little bits of parts of him seeing her doing plays and stand-up comedy and all that type of stuff. It was something that he's seen in her. And I think that's one of those things about Steven Spielberg is he's able to, I mean, look, this dude was able to find a talent in someone like Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore ended up being like a very well-known name when it comes to actresses. And he found her as, I don't know, what, 7? I don't know how old she was in E.T. But for him to have that...
Wait a minute. So, nigga. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of Rory and Maul, yo, did you hear the shit that they were talking when Damaris was talking about Drew Barrymore being in fucking Studio 54 at 9, my nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, that's nuts, bro. Nigga, you know who was in Studio 54? Like, nigga, Prince and them was in Studio 54, nigga.
Yeah, around that time.
Nigga, like Eddie Murphy and them used to be in there. Nigga, she was in there with like legends, bro.
And there were legends at 9 years old.
God damn. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when you said that,
you straight. But
that's crazy.
But it's just like he has an eye for talent. Steven Spielberg, I'm talking about, and for him to see that in Whoopi Goldberg, it's just like that was one of those things that really kicked her career off. And you know, he's one of those people who had just had this inkling of like, yo, I really think there's something special about this woman. And like, she played a huge role in that movie, a huge role. And for that to be her first performance, I just think people don't understand, like, for to do the thing that she done and for this to be her first film, like you want to talk about starting stuff off with a bang. Like, you know, we did Boys in the Hood recently. And I mean, we're talking about that was Ice Cube's first movie and it was John Singleton's first movie. And they started out with a bang. And like, and when you really go back and you look at an actor or actress first movie, it's like, can you think of another performance? Now, a performance, the way that she put her performance together with The Color Purple.
Right.
I don't know, man. I can't think of somebody like with like their first movie and like they the main character. I can't think of nobody else, man.
You said the first movie and they the main character.
They first movie and they one of the main characters.
Shit.
Like
Idris Elba.
And The Wire? Oh, you mean a movie?
Movie. When he was the main character in the Tyler Perry joint.
Daddy's Little Girl.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his first movie, but
yeah, I don't know if that's his first movie, but
I know he
But
came out of nowhere with that one, but he did a great job in that.
yeah,
So.
that was a good movie. Definitely a good movie.
Yeah.
But nah, man, Whoopi Goldberg being, you know, Carolyn Johnson, from Chelsea Section Projects, man, up in Manhattan, born November 13, 1955.
Mm-hmm.
Like, coming through the way that she came through, like, dude, she used to live when she decided to move to Oakland, California. Like, yo, like, they stayed in the house that had the tree came through that bad boy.
Yeah.
Like, she was like living on Section 8. She was, she had this daughter living on Section 8, getting food stamps, all this type stuff, not really having a plan. And I was listening to this interview where she was like, these people came down from San Francisco and they was doing like these little plays or whatnot. And so she said the people was like sleeping on her floor.
Mm-hmm.
And so they doing the plays and they was like, yo, how do you feel about coming back to San Francisco with us and we could do our thing over there? And so she was like, she looked at her daughter and she was like, at the time her daughter was 7 years old. She said she looked at her daughter, how you feel about going to San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, as a little kid, she was like, yeah, okay. So she said, yeah, we jumped in it was either a Volkswagen or a Volvo. My guy, no brakes. She said to stop it, you had to pull the handbrake. So they drove from Oakland to California using the handbrake. So then she was like, we get not to California, Oakland to San Francisco. So she's like, we go to San Francisco, sleeping on couches and going to this one building. It ain't nothing in there but dancers. You got singers. You got all this type of stuff. Like all these talented people in one spot. And she was just like, basically, really just put her life in these people's hands that were sleeping on her floor when they was visiting. And now she's doing the reverse and she's sleeping on people's couches and all this type of stuff to get her career started. So to really to do that, to go through the things that she was going through with no promise of anything happening, gotta salute her for it, man. Gotta salute her for something like that. And that was something that I just found out today. Like, I didn't know this fact about Whoopi Goldberg.
Yo, that's crazy. So, real quick, like, just to, what I'm saying, kind of give a nice little detailed bio on her real quick. Her name is Karen Elaine Johnson. She was born in New York, 1955, November 13th. She was married for a year to Lyle Trachtenberg, and then to David Clayson and Alvin Martin. And those are the only 3 husbands she's ever had. I remember that she was like, didn't they say like she was into it with Kurt Russell or some shit like that? Or was it Kurt Russell? It wasn't Kurt Russell. What was
well,
dude's
I
name?
know it wasn't Patrick Swayze, but
Patrick Swayze. That's what I'm
Swayze,
thinking of.
But he was married because in that thing that I watched, he was just like, yo, he was like, if I wasn't married to such and such, he was like, yo, I would have. He was like, Whoopi Goldberg would be my girlfriend. But he was just saying like that's how much they kicked it off on the set of Ghost. But he said there was never nothing there. He just said that he really liked her, but he was involved with someone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's just, what I'm saying, just to throw out a couple, what I'm saying, facts on her bio, man. And it's super dope. They say her mother was a nurse, her dad was a clergyman. So, what I'm saying, you could, she got that. That's where the whole sister act thing came from, what I'm saying, with the her being the nun. You know what I'm saying? You can tell she got that kind of background. So yo, real quick. As an actress, she has 192 credits.
That's crazy. But before you go there, before
Mm-hmm.
we get there real quick, so I got to mention this because I wanted to stay on the personal thing before we really got into her acting stuff. She was speaking about how it's obvious to see if you go back and you look, a lot of white men,
Mm-hmm.
right? That she either dated or married.
Mm-hmm.
And she was speaking about how, people was like, how, she's letting us down with this and that and this and that and all this type of stuff. And this is my thing. And maybe because I've been there and I don't think it's an excuse. I just think because she was talking about like, yo, I've dated like men of many races. She was like, I dated plenty of black men, but
Mm-hmm.
like she said, but the one that was always put out there and advertised was the white men that she met. But she only married white men, so it's kind of I could kind of see both sides there. But the
Mm-hmm.
point that I'm making is because I've had people tell me like, oh man, there's a lot of white girls in your history or whatever, whatnot. And I was just like, well, at the time of like coming up, like, because that's why I would tell my girl now, like, yo, like, for some odd reason, I don't know why, but they were the one that was fucking with me. So I think that when it ain't even really about being in certain areas or whatever the case may be, but it's like whoever like gravitates towards you, whoever like really fuck with you, those are the people who fuck with you. So like when I look at her past career and you see like a lot of white men in it, was like, well, maybe the white man was the one that was fucking with her. Like you supposed to just
Right.
sit back and be lonely if it ain't really no black dudes really coming at you. And
Mm-hmm.
like it wasn't really a lot of black girls coming at me, so it was kind of like, yeah, like there was some white women that was in my past or whatever, whatnot. But it's like, when I'm watching this and I'm hearing her speak about it, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if those are the people that are fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it was like I kind of felt her when she said that because I could relate to what she was saying because it's just like if you ain't got these people, you know what I'm saying, beating down your door, you know what I'm saying, to go on a date with you, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna rock with who rocking with me. So yeah, like it's just because I didn't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is real talk. I didn't know she had a daughter. I had no idea.
Who? Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah,
You didn't know that?
no, I had no idea.
Yeah, I
You know
knew
what I'm
that.
saying? And she mixed, and I was like, oh, okay. I see.
And see, that's I remember. I don't mean to cut you off, but I remember when what I'm saying, everybody found out she was mixed. Like that's why I thought that was Patrick Swayze's daughter when I was younger. Because
Oh
remember, everybody that was the rumor she was messing with Patrick Swayze. So I used to think that was Patrick Swayze's daughter.
yeah, that was her. I think third husband daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do want to mention that, man, because like I was like, okay, I feel you. Like I see what you're saying, So
Mm-hmm.
so definitely, man. But yeah, how many you said 102?
No, 192.
What when yo, listen, yo, she was talking, and she said that when it came to her career, she was like, yo, like I always wanted to stay working because she was like, I knew because I remember when people were saying it after she did The Color Purple, she had a couple of
Mm-hmm.
flops.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, those people reached out to me, so I'm gonna turn it down. She was like, because I know, she was like, I'm very realistic. And she was like, I know people aren't writing scripts for me. And so she was like, if somebody reach out to me to do something, like I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm-hmm.
not really like it's not really necessarily a money grab. It's more like I think what people have to realize when it comes to actors and actresses is that these people are basically unemployed more than they are employed.
Yeah,
Like they're
for
like
sure.
independent contractors. Like they don't have health insurance and all that type of shit. Like most of the time they don't really have shit to do. Like you sitting around waiting for that next script. So she was
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, if the iron's hot, you know what I'm saying? I'm burning. That's all it is
Yeah.
to it. So I don't blame her, but yeah, it might be some shit in there. You like, all right, I don't really know this movie, or But she also did a lot of voiceovers though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. She's done a ton of voiceovers.
Her most famous is Lion King.
Oh, come on, man.
As a hyena?
Yo.
Mufasa.
Ooh. Hey.
That's the shit, bro.
Yo. That's why I remember when we briefly talked about the Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how trash the other one was, and we was like, Beyonce can't be Nala because she's Beyonce. But
it ain't that. It's listen, I don't have an issue with Beyonce being Nala or Childish Gambino being Simba. I don't care about none of that. The actors wasn't the issue. The issue is the fact that these niggas don't make facial emotional. Yeah, they don't make facial expressions. So you got a goddamn lion lion that's just talking like a fucking lion's face the whole time. Like you can't see when they scared. You can't tell when they nervous. Like this nigga just look like a fucking lion, bro. So it's
he's
like
emotionless.
Like the whole time they doing everything, like they screaming, but it don't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like they not really like they ain't got the screaming face. So it's just like, man, this shit is weak.
Nah, but like my thing is the biggest disappointment for me was, and I'm not just saying this because we're doing this on Whoopi Goldberg, but my favorite character was the fucking hyena. Like Whoopi Goldberg murdered that, yo. Yeah. Like every time the hyenas came on screen, it was really like one of the best parts of like the whole movie. Even Ed, like I love Ed. Even though all Ed did was laugh, you know what I'm saying, and bite his own foot. Ed was hilarious to me. But the new hyenas that they brought in, it was just like, nah, yo, like these hyenas ain't doing it. And I knew going into that movie, I was like, the toughest part is gonna be the person that is playing the hyena, because Whoopi Goldberg voice stands out so much. Now, don't get me wrong, James Earl Jones, when it comes to voices, he like the GOAT. Him, hold on, wait a minute. If we do a voice GOAT, it's James Earl Jones, Samuel L. Jackson, Morgan Freeman. Man, I might have to put her and Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy killed it with a donkey. I mean, just the damn, what they call the movies? The Shrek movies. Just the Shrek movies alone, him playing the donkey is just like, yo. Yeah. Like,
wait, you said greatest voices. Wait a minute. James Earl Jones, Sam, Morgan Freeman. What's the dude from the Allstate commercials?
Oh, yeah. I always forget his name. He played
Zeke in what's his name?
And Love and Basketball.
Yeah, he got a good voice. The light-skinned dude who was damn, what's his name, man?
Oh man. Are we gonna put Tom Hanks in there too? I mean, Toy Story now.
Yeah, Toy Story for sure.
So does that mean we gotta put Tim Allen in there too? I mean, we don't have to put Tim Allen in there, do we?
Hell no. We ain't got to put Tim Allen. I'm trying to think of the light-skinned dude, man. He was he played in The Matrix. Yeah. But he do a lot of voiceover work. Hold on.
I don't know. Are you talking about Lawrence Fishburne?
No, not Lawrence. Lawrence Fishburne got a great voice too, though.
Light skinned dude in The Matrix.
Hold on, I'm about to find it. It was Revolution.
Are you talking about the dude that played the Panther?
Did he play in Panther?
You talking about the dude that did the
No. Not the dude that was Huey P. No, not him. Harry Lennox. Him, bro. He played Commander Locke. This nigga.
Oh,
bro, this nigga got a great voice, bro. Y'all go check out Harry Lennox, bro. That nigga voice is amazing.
He was in Love and Basketball too. He was a dad.
Yeah, but he does like voiceover work for like video games and stuff.
Oh shit! How can we forget?
The voice of Gargoyles, man.
Yeah, Keith David,
the greatest voice ever, man.
Yeah, he was Kirby.
Yeah, that nigga said motherfucker left my. What he say? Motherfucker tried to take my leg.
Everybody, I know I got one leg.
Yeah, that nigga.
This motherfucker ran the wrong one. But yeah, we just went on a little rant there. But Whoopi
Yeah,
Goldberg's in there though. Like
for
she's
sure.
done, dude. She was in Toy Story. She was in The Lion King. I mean, she's done so much voice
Well,
work, man.
she's done so much work. Like, and the thing is that with her being a comedic actress and a stand up comedian, like she's able to switch her voice up. So it's a lot of stuff that she's been in that she's done that you didn't even know was her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what also makes her. Though she's super talented, bro.
She's definitely super talented, and that's why you can see how a person like her get an EGOT.
Oh,
And
one of 16.
yeah, it's not that many
That's how
people
small
who got
that club is. That's how small that club is. So real quick,
Very...
let me break this down to you.
Okay.
So in hold on, let me find. There we go. In 2002, she had her Emmy. She won her first Emmy. In 1986, she won her first Grammy. In 1990, she won her first Oscar. And then in 2002, she won her first Tony, which was the completion of the EGOT. That was the last award she needed. Over 16 years. And she was 46 years old at the age of completion. So at 46, man, she became and hold on, let me see real quick. She became the 10th EGOT winner.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And it's definitely well deserved, man. And the crazy part about the Oscar, for the people that don't know the backstory about Ghost, was so someone had reached out to her and it was like, yo, they was looking, because she spoke about that there was a few roles that she did. She was like, yo, these roles was written for like certain people. They was all white people, right? And she said that nobody wrote roles, especially at that time, that was intended for her. So Ghost came about, and the word went around Hollywood that they wanted a black person to play this role, a black woman to play this role. And so she's like, well, why haven't I heard about it? So she says she called her agent, and her agent was like, I didn't want to have to be the one to tell you this. The reason I didn't mention it to you is because I already put your name in the pool and they don't want you. But Patrick Swayze is like, I want her. So this was one of those situations where, oh man, it was one movie that we done where the one actor fought for the other one, and they was like, yo, I'm not doing the movie without this person, and I never forgot what that movie was. But anyway, Patrick Swayze is like, I don't know if he said I'm pulling out the movie if you don't get her, but he made it known like, yo, I only want Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
So they listened to Patrick Swayze, and he talked about how their chemistry was unmatched, how they worked so well together, all this type stuff. Long story short, the point of what I'm going is, she wins an Oscar off of a movie that they didn't even fucking want her. You know what I'm saying? Like they movie go. Don't get me wrong. At this time in 1990, Patrick Swayze, certified star. Come on, man. Demi Moore. Come on. So it's not like the movie probably wouldn't have had success, but she was the person that was voted for Best Supporting Actress. Yeah. So this movie that y'all got, where her agent reached out to y'all, and y'all was like, yo, we don't want her. And for this man to fight for her to get on there, and then she could go back and look at them and step on their desk and piss on their heads and be like, look at this Oscar, bitch. Y'all didn't even want me. And now I done took this movie to a whole nother level. So shout out for Whoopi Goldberg, man, for being in a situation where somebody don't even want her, and then she go and get an Oscar for the role. Come on, man. That's legend shit right there.
Right. I mean, to just a story like that alone, man, is crazy, bro. Like to know that, you know what I'm saying, nobody wanted her involved or wanted to, you know what I'm saying, her to be in that, and then for her to turn around and make that happen is something amazing. The fact that I'm sorry, but my little cousin just walked in, bro. He wild. Uh, but nah, like just the fact that you know what I'm saying they didn't even give her a chance to do anything is you know what I'm saying just you know it's not shocking. But what's more impressive is the fact that you know with her being a darker skinned black woman, her you know what I'm saying not being the quintessential beauty in Hollywood, and then seeing her accomplish everything that she's accomplished up until this point. You know what I'm saying? That just lets you know, like, when you put in that work, man, and you do what you're supposed to do, and you know how to play the game, and you know how to maneuver in that game, like, anything is possible for you. You just got to put in, you know what I'm saying? You just got to put in that effort, and you got to put in that right work, and eventually it'll get made for you.
Definitely, man. And so, man, I'm just sitting back and there to me there's some good bit of movies that really kind of stand out for me, man. It was a movie, honestly, man, it's a very, very underrated movie, man. I think that at some point we should try to do this on the Views Anonymous because it's a movie that it wasn't like a highly rated movie. It's really under the radar. It's one of those movies that kind of, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it hit theaters or not, but she was in a movie, a 2001 movie called Kingdom Come. When I tell you, man, she was the wife of the person that died. And man, when I tell you that movie is so hilarious, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
first off, it's an adaptation of Death at a Funeral.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and then they redid Death at a Funeral with Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence, but the initial Kingdom Come is supposed to be a adaptation of Death at a Funeral. It's supposed to be like a black version of it or whatever. But you talking about comedy, bro?
That movie is hilarious.
Yeah, and then credit to LL Cool J too, because I didn't think that he was gonna be doing too well in the comedic movie, and he did pretty good.
Yeah, man. I mean, LL Cool J, Jada Pinkett Smith, man, Vivica A.
Yeah.
Fox, Loretta Devine, Anthony Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cedric the Entertainer, Darius McQuarrie. Like, yo, like when you're talking about like, a lot of black successful people in one film, and for this movie not to really get the shine that it deserved, but Whoopi Goldberg, like she played a really, really good part in it, man. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to single that movie out because I thought that was a really, really good movie. But it's one of those movies that a lot of people don't really know about. Like it's kind of hard to find. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to mention
Man,
that
it
was
used
a
to
really
come
good
on
movie.
like BT. I remember when BT used to show movies on the weekends.
Yeah.
It was on that block where it was like, it would be like Kingdom Come, ATL, Baby Boy, and then like a random movie after that. But like, yeah, it was definitely on that block for a nice little minute though. They were showing Kingdom Come like crazy for a minute.
Yeah, man. And like I remember, I can't remember which episode it was, but I remember speaking about this one movie, man. It's she's not the main character in it, but it was this movie called Deep End of the Ocean where she played this cop and Michelle Pfeiffer was in it. Long story short, her child was missing for years and come to find out this dude stole it and the dude stayed right down the street.
Yeah.
Like but but anyway, like even like that role that she played in that, but the crazy part about it, like she was Whoopi Goldberg. You know what I mean? The baggy clothes, the dreads, like she
Yep.
didn't like lose herself. And it was just one of those movies, man, where I feel that that's another movie that's kind of slept on that she was in. But man, she's done so much, and we ain't even got into her own quote unquote series. Well, she got two because she's in all the Toy Story movies. But yo, man,
Hold on, what?
What you mean?
What you mean she in all the Toy Story movies?
She's a voiceover in Toy Story.
As what?
It was hold on. It was what character was she? She was in it. I saw it.
Yo, are you serious?
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I had it sitting there. Where is it at? But yeah, she was definitely in the Toy Story joints. Um, Stretch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was Stretch. Um, but come on, man, Sister Act. Yo, listen, I was watching Sister Act 2 the other day. That is one of like this is an idea. So I'm gonna give away a little secret here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was something that I was planning on doing. I had got the idea. I heard it somewhere, and I was like, "Yo, that'd be great to do." And I've been trying to do it on the views and on not views. God damn it, I'm on views and on the 28 minutes or less.
Welcome to
Where,
the club.
but I was wanting to do the best sequels of all time, right?
Mm.
When I tell you, Sister Act 2 is very high on that list. Yo, Sister Act 2 Back in Habit. I think it's Back in Habit. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of the greatest sequels of a movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
She completely killed that shit. Sister Act 2 is so fucking good, yo. It's like I just don't think that people understand like how good that movie was. And just to think of I mean, the premise of the movie is so crazy. Like the whole movie is like the first, especially the first one. She
Yeah.
is a showgirl who got caught up with this gangster. The dude was looking for her, so they trying to hide her in protective custody, and they got her posing as a fucking
As
nut.
a nun.
Yeah, it's like yo, who comes up with this shit, yo?
Man, that's
And
hilarious.
that joke is hilarious, man. And then, but what I loved about it was she was so unapologetically black in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
In a cast full of white women. And then they flip it when it comes to two. You know what I'm saying? And now she's like teaching this class where, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty mixed, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But you bring in more people, and I mean like you bring in somebody like Lauren Hill, you know, and it's just I don't know, man. I just think that it's so good and it's so funny. Like it's underrated funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, yo, man, them Sister Act movies are all time great movies,
For
man.
sure. For sure. Um the man listen, when they made my boy sing Oh Happy Day, you know what I'm
Man, he
saying?
murdered that.
When Lauren Hill was singing, like that's a classic movie. So I mean, you know, outside of the singing part, just the comedy in that, you know what I'm saying? Being um her showing off her acting skills and being the straight person while what is that lady's name? Hold on. I forgot what the one nurse name is. They found out was I think she found out that she wasn't a real nun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Najimy or Najimi, I think that's how you say her name. Um, but she has a long a long standing, you know, comedy movie resume as well. So for her to have an extra, you know what I'm saying, comedic actor in there with her and let her, you know what I'm saying, play that straight role, I think that, you know what I'm saying, that was dope. And it kind of showed, you know what I'm saying, what she could really do in those moments.
Oh yeah, definitely. And but yeah, man, those movies, man, it's just and I'm sitting here looking at and look, you know, I don't pay attention to any of this shit because I think a lot of it's bullshit. But just to
Mm-hmm.
look at it, and the way IMDb, they don't do what we do. We do five. But
Yeah.
IMDb go to 10. If they have a
Mm-hmm.
5.6 out of 10, that is bullshit.
I mean, but you already know, like usually with our classics, the ones that we call classics, like those don't, you know what I'm saying, those don't do too well on um those don't do too well on, you know what I'm saying, like Rotten Tomatoes or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Yeah, man. Because I just, and that's why I say they need to get more people. You know what I'm saying? that are movie critics the way that we are, because I think that that's just like just having certain people in certain rooms. You know, like when, for an example, when Jay-Z had went to the NFL and people tried to kill him for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when you look at what Jay-Z has done when it comes to the entertainment part of the NFL, he put people on stages that never would have been there. Like, I don't think the whole world would know about her. Like, yeah, we knew about her for the longest, but like, I don't think that the whole world would knew about her like that. You know, for him to put Shakira and J Lo together, you know what I mean? To do the last Super Bowl that he did with 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, you know what I mean? So I just think that like when you put certain people in a room, like we could go in there and tell them like, yo, like y'all is slipping. Like Sister Act is the shit. Like Boys in the Hood, like y'all ain't giving it its proper respect. Like we could go in there and like just kind of tell them like this is like y'all are not viewing this shit the way that it should be viewed, because people that come from the background that we come from and the things that we hold important, these are the things that we hold important, and y'all don't hold the same thing. So we can give y'all that diverse answer to some of those questions that y'all needed answered.
For sure. And real quick, bro, I gotta ask you this question, right?
Shoot.
So with her being like in all these movies and doing all these things, right? How do you think she got to the point to where she is now on The View? Because this is something totally like left field of what she does.
I think she used to do this thing for homeless people. Her, Billy Crystal, and what's my man that died? Did Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams.
Yeah, I better say Tim Allen. Why the fuck
So
was I about to say Tim Allen?
So I don't know why you want to say Tim Allen.
Yeah.
So she used to do this thing, and she also talked about like when she did her comedy, she used to do like uncomfortable subjects. Like she used to talk about abortion and, you know, being black in Hollywood and all this type of stuff. And I think that, I mean, this is my opinion. I don't know what they did, but I think that when The View chose her for a moderator, I think that they looked at her past, and with her being, you know, unapologetic black, even though she dated white men, people couldn't say that she didn't look out for her community. She did a lot of stuff for black people and knew that she was the way that she was viewed being a black woman. And I think that when they looked at her, they saw a person who wasn't afraid to speak, because when she spoke about, she was like, yo, when I spoke about abortion, she was like, it wasn't the popular thing to do or say at the times when I was saying it. And I think that The View looked at her like, okay, we're talking about a woman that is not afraid to say the things that she want to say. And I think that she was so decorated in what she was doing. I just really think that that's really what it is, man. I just think that they looked at her past and also with her career. I mean, she's been doing movies while she's been on The View, but it's always been little, you know, episode here, or she in a movie for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's never been like, she hasn't really done like a movie where she was the main character in a long time. So
well, yeah, I mean, at this point, she ain't got to.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I answered your question, but I mean, like, what about you? Like, how you feel about her and how she ended up getting on The View?
I think you kind of gave it, you know what I'm saying, a nice twist, but you kind of ended up there ultimately. I'm actually surprised at how she's been like basically put in the forefront on The View. Like, she's in a weird way, she's like the face of The View. You know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely going on the Mount Rushmore to view once they, you know what I'm saying, start switching everybody in and out and everything else. I don't think that
her and Joy.
Yeah, for sure. Joy Behar for sure. And Barbara Walters. But I don't think that that Jewish comment really hurt her too much. I think that, you know what I'm saying, it kind of swayed a little bit, but I don't think it did really any damage. But for her to be so political in the arenas that she's been political in on that show specifically, like, it shocked the shit out of me because you don't get a chance to see, you know what I'm saying, like, actors and actresses of her caliber really get a chance to talk about certain things and really have an opinion about certain things and have a legit opinion about certain things. Usually it's like some weird thing where it'd be like, yeah, you know, and they going for whatever cause and it's like a PC answer. Like, she's giving you her actual opinion, her actual feelings, her actual emotions, and she's taking whatever comes with it. And the fact that she does that, like, it shocks the shit out of me because it's like, how the hell can, you know what I'm saying, like, you not enjoy listening to Whoopi Goldberg or watching Whoopi Goldberg? And she gets a lot of hate. But I don't understand how people could dislike her for, you know what I'm saying, her opinions and everything. Even if you don't agree with her, it's just like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, she's somebody who is supposed to be playing the game. You know what I'm saying? She's somebody who's supposed to be tap dancing and, you know what I'm saying, and walking on thin ice and everything else because of, you know what I'm saying, her career and her resume. It shows you, like, you know, you would think that she's done this her whole career. And the truth of the matter is that, you know, this is just a culmination of who she's really been this whole time. She's never really tap danced on issues. She's never really had a problem with issues. She stood up a lot of times. And, you know what I'm saying, like, you when you do your research, you see, like, she has really been on the forefront of a lot of social injustice issues, a lot of issues just regarding, you know what I'm saying, stuff like racial issues and everything else. And she's always been on the forefront of, you know what I'm saying, women's empowerment. And to see her, you know, really just being on there, like, just sticking it to whoever she wants to stick it to, it's just dope to see, you know what I'm saying, somebody of that caliber to have a real voice for a change. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. Like, yeah, I think she's had one of the most decorated careers, and I just feel, I hate to say it, but, like, they do not mention her name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to, I mean, just females, period. Like, everybody always talk about Meryl Streep, and Meryl Streep is one of those weird things because it's like, I think she has, like, the most nominations, and I don't think she won. Is that correct? Has she won? Like, it's something crazy.
I think it's the most wins. I don't think it's the most nominations. I think it's the most wins.
Dude, I don't know, man. I thought the thing with Meryl Streep was she's been nominated like 1,000 times, but hasn't won. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. Meryl Streep. What that shit at? I could have swore it was the fact that she's been nominated so many times. Because she's been nominated. Hold on, wait a minute. Where's the Oscars? I want the Oscars, damn it. This just got everything up here. Because she's been nominated for 374 nominations, and she has 100. Okay, so she got 3 Oscars. She's won 3 Oscars.
3 Oscars, okay. So she got the most nominations then.
Like, dude, that is nuts. But what I was saying was Whoopi Goldberg's name just don't get mentioned, and she got an EGOT. And like you said, one of 16 people. Yeah. So she's, I think out of all the people that we done, even though how much I love Loretta Devine, I think Whoopi Goldberg might be the most slept on person we've done.
Definitely the most underrated, hands down.
Hands down.
And to think about how she was like a star. Like, she wasn't just like somebody who was just breezing past. Whoopi Goldberg was a fucking superstar, bro. Like, when she was doing Eddie, when she was doing Sister Act, when she was doing Ghost and all that shit, like, on top of that, she was doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was doing stand up. I mean, like, yeah, she was a star. Like that's how she really got to be on The View, was because of you know what I'm saying, who she was. So it's like to see now how people have like not even given her flowers or showing her the love that they're supposed to show her. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and Whoopi Goldberg has 89 nominations, and she's won 60 awards. And we mentioned her winning Best Actress in a supporting role on Ghost.
Yeah, for sure.
And I gotta ask a favor, man. Are we doing a top 3 or top 5? What are we doing today?
We doing a top 3, bro.
Oh my god, man! I need 5.
Okay, let's do 5. Let's do 5. Then. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, listen. Okay, all right. I don't even know if I can even do an order. So I'm just gonna ramble these bad boys off. Okay.
Okay.
Like
no order.
Ah man. Okay, I'll do order. I'll do order. Okay.
No. Don't do no order. That's why I was asking.
Okay. So no order.
Shit,
I mean, okay. Look, listen. I mean, Sister Act 2. Come on. I mean,
of course.
Lion King.
Of course.
Let me see. I'm not gonna cheat and say Sister Act, because I already got Sister Act in there. I gotta give it to Ghost.
Okay.
I gotta give it to The Color Purple. Oh man, I wanna say, dude, I want to say Kingdom Come so bad. Yo, I love that movie, yo. That movie was fucking good, man. People be slipping on that shit, man.
No, it really was though.
Man, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm gonna go Kingdom Come, man. That movie was good. People don't understand how fucking funny that movie is. So I'm gonna go. I got Sister Act 2, Lion King, The Color Purple, Ghost, and Kingdom Come.
Okay. So I'm gonna go Sister Act 2. Same, right? I'm gonna throw a wrench in the mix though. I'm going Racing Stripes. She did a voiceover. You know what I'm saying? They had Chris Rock, Frankie Muniz, and everybody on there. But it was about a zebra who wanted to be a racehorse. So if y'all haven't seen that, you know what I'm saying, get your kids together, do your thing. I'm going Rat Race. Hilarious movie. I'm going Kingdom Come, of course. Well, I'm at 4 or 3. I mean,
I think you're at 4.
I'm at 4, so I got one more. And then last but not least, I know everybody like, oh, you gonna go to Color Purple? Wrong. I never seen the movie. And let me see, what have I seen? I'm trying to find a movie that I've actually seen. Okay, so I can't do that. I'm gonna go Eddie.
I'm gonna go Eddie. Okay.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I was gonna go Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, but she uncredited in the movie, so that's not fair. So I'm not gonna do that.
You want to know what I almost did, and it was really close. I was gonna go Ghost of Mississippi. Ghost of Mississippi. She played Marilyn Elvers. Man, that was the story of Edgar Everett.
Medgar Evers' mom.
Yeah, she played the wife.
Yeah.
I was gonna go there. I almost went there, but yeah.
Oh man, I forgot Made in America. How could I forget Made in America? With what's his name? Ted Danson? Is it Ted Danson?
I can't remember what his name was, but dude, I forgot about the Little Rascals.
That's Ted Danson, ain't it? Yeah, Ted Danson, man.
Dude, you know she did. Dude, did you know she did Lion King?
She was Buckwheat's mom in Little Rascals.
Yeah.
That don't count though, bro. She was only in it at the end. after them niggas won the soapbox derby, bro. That's when you found out that was his mom. Like that don't count.
Dude, did you know she was credited for 6 movies in 1994, dude?
That's crazy, nigga. She was in Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Have you ever seen that?
Man, I've seen so many Tales from the Crypt, man.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, the movie one? I don't know. It says a TV series right here.
Hold on. Bordello of Blood is a movie.
Oh.
Hold on, let me
I
make
don't know
sure
if
I'm
I
looking
saw
at
the
it right
Tales from the
too.
Crypt movie. I mean, I used to watch the series.
Oh, you ain't never seen the Tales from the Crypt? That's what you should do, bro. You should go back and watch the Tales from the Crypt movie. You talking about fire, my nigga?
Yo,
Them
I
niggas
used to
is good.
love man. I used to watch Tales from the Crypt just for the intro, my guy.
Mm-hmm. Ding, 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 ding. That was that shit. That's how you knew. That's how you know niggas grew up in the 90s, bro.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy, because it went
I
from
can't believe she
'89
was
to
in Star
'96.
Trek. Yeah, I can't believe she was in Star Trek. Oh, okay. So, well, it say Bordello of Blood on the thing. That's why I thought it was the movie. Because
Yeah,
that was my
man.
shit.
Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg,
Yeah,
man.
for
Great
sure,
career.
man. For sure. So, yeah, man, we got that out the way. Next episode, we are doing on the coming soon. It will be The Town.
The Town, man.
Yeah, it's The Town, man. Starring what's that? Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson.
No, man. Yeah, that's The Departed.
Departed. Yeah, I'm tripping. Who's in The
Man, this
Town?
is Jeremy was it Rimmer?
Oh, Jeremy Renner. Okay.
Renner and Ben Affleck, Rebecca Hall, shit, who else is in that shit? I mean, those are the main people, but like, yeah, this dude over here talking about The Departed. Yeah, man, this is like a true story. Like, man, there was like a family that used to just rob damn armored trucks banks and stuff up in Massachusetts back in the day.
I didn't know this was a true story.
Like,
That's crazy.
there's a documentary, man, that talks about all the bank robberies and shit that used to go on in Boston back in like the 80s or early 90s or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this family that was just going around like just robbing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if this movie is considered a true story, but you know what I mean? But it's based off of something that was, you know what I mean? Kind of real.
I mean, it's of course it's gonna be loosely based, so it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, like spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, but John Hamm was in this joint.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Lively was in here. I forgot about she was in there. I ain't seen this movie in a
John
while.
Hamm is in this.
Yeah, Chris Cooper's in this joint. Like,
I ain't
yeah,
seen
man,
this shit in a minute, so it's
I ain't seen it in a while either. It's been a while since I've seen it, so it's gonna be good to go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and Ben Affleck directed it too.
Okay. So yeah, it should be pretty good then.
Yes, sir, man. So it's gonna be a fun episode to do.
All right, man. So hold on real quick. Okay, so I'm sorry, I had to check this email real quick, man. Listen, get with us. You know what I'm saying? If you liked the episode, if you didn't like the episode, hit us up. Let us know. Hit us up on the socials, IG and Twitter, at ViewAnon on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. As far as me, you can hit me up on at Scoots Bronson on Twitter. I got a link tree in the bio. That's where you can find me everywhere else. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. Y'all can catch me at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter, at 28 minutes or less pod. That is on IG, just IG. Also, check out the last episode of 28 minutes or less, which was episode 87. I did Candy, a Hulu miniseries on Candace Montgomery, who stabbed a woman 41 times with an axe and got away with it. So go check that out on all major platforms, man.
For sure, man. And listen, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it together, man. We're gonna get it going. We got a bunch of people out here, you know what I'm saying, that's loving what we do. And you know what I'm saying, we love what we do as well. So can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Until then, like they say in Hollywood, man, that's a wrap.
Cut.